You know what, guys? If you're ever making an animated film, there should be a rule that no director should ever try to make an adaptation of something from Hanna Barbera. Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and I just officially got back from streaming or seeing Tom and Jerry. And yeah. So, before I get started on this review, I want to say that yes, when I was a kid, I absolutely loved Tom and Jerry. They were among some of the best shows I watched as a child. There were these very funny slapstick little segments, kind of like in the veins of Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote, Sylvester Stallone, no, Sylvester the Cat, and Tweety. Yeah. And, it was among these works of Hanna Barbera. The Tom and Jerry, on the other hand, was among these this series created by Hanna Barbera, known for creating these classic, iconic animated shows like the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Smurfs, Scooby Doo, and they have one thing in common: all of them got movies, and they have all sucked. Yeah. Literally, basically, whenever somebody tries to make a Hanna-Barbera movie, they always end up being crap. Sometimes they can do good at the box office, like with Scooby-Doo, Yogi Bear, and the Smurfs. But critics hate them, because they're not even faithful to the show at all. Well, technically, this isn't the only movie Tom and Jerry's gotten. They've gotten several movies. And one that was released theatrically in the 90s called Tom and Jerry the Movie, which was terrible. Because, and here's why it was terrible, they make Tom and Jerry talked in that movie because, like, in the show, Tom and Jerry never talked. And this part's for the 90s film, guys. Not those film I'm about to review, but... And there were several direct-to-DVD Tom and Jerry movies, like Tom and Jerry the Wizard of Oz, Tom and Jerry the Chocolate Factory, based off Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, just several things that try to rip off several other stuff, and they've all ended up sucking. They're just direct-to-DVD garbage. They're all 0 out of 10s. So with this movie, when I saw that they were not talking, I tried to have a bit of hope for it, since they were thankfully not 3D animated like Alvin and the Chipmunks and Yogi Bear and all those other crap ones we got in the we got around the 2000s, and they were also not speaking, too. They were not talking. They were actually mute, like they should be. So yeah, I tried to have a bit of hope for this film. So yeah, I just got back from seeing it at my home cinema. And let me say this. I was totally let down. Yeah, this movie sucked. It was so terrible. Well, okay, I will admit this. It was better than the other Tom and Jerry films we got, but that is not saying much, This was basically just an extended Tom and Jerry cartoon and not even a feature film at all. Yeah. Well, then again, it's directed by Tim Story, who did direct those two Fantastic Four movies before the 2015 reboot. Guys, I do like those Fantastic Four movies. I do like the Fantastic Four movies he directed, guys. I don't care what people say about those films, but I just want to point that out for the people who do not like those films. Keep in mind, keep in mind this movie is directed by that guy. So yeah, what is this? Well, if there were some redeeming qualities, I'll get to that in a little bit, but there was hardly redeeming qualities because this movie was so bad. Like, even Scoob was so much better than this. Like, seriously, like, what's this film about? Well, this one follows Jerry moving into a fancy hotel that will host an important wedding as Tom is hired by this new hotel's wedding planner named Kayla Sue, in order to get rid of Jerry, until the cat and mouse will have to put their differences aside to prevent her career, the planned wedding, and the hotel itself from being ruined. Yeah, that's basically the film. Yeah, it's the plot of the film. And yeah, like I said, it was bad. Like, I tried to give this movie a chance. I just tried. All Warner Bros. Seems to want to do is just profit off the name Tom and Jerry for this one. Like, all the only thing that even resembles from the old Tom and Jerry are just Tom and Jerry. And the animation, despite being decent, is not even done well in the best way at all. Even like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Space Jam, Looney Tunes Back in Action all did this kind of animation better. Like, all it is, seriously, I came here to see it, hopefully for once, an actually good film from Tom and Jerry, and I got nothing. And if you're wondering, this probably is the worst movie of 2021? Yes, it is. There was terrible acting, poor animation, and it was just so boring and dull to watch, I even went on my phone quite a few times. Like, it was senseless, illogical, and irritating at the same time. The animation style didn't even work for a fully feature film. It literally feels, the animation was basically more suited for some, like, advertisement or some sort, or some kind of holiday special. And if there are a few good aspects of the movie, well, okay, there are maybe like just one or just, it's basically, thankfully Tom and Jerry are back to their slapstick action like in the shorts, and at least they got that right, so I'll give that a pass. But yeah, and of course, well, I think of all the live action actors, Michael Pena was actually hilarious though, so a lot of one-liners that really landed, and unfortunately it just got wasted, it just got thrown in this. Seriously, if Michael Pena's character was taken out of this, you would literally have nothing, it would still be the same. And of course, as for Chloe Moretz in this film, she literally looked like this was the first movie she was even playing in. I mean, I understand that whenever it comes to interacting with cartoon characters, that isn't really that hard, but that's kind of not really hard. I mean, like, most of your interaction with the other humans, like, it was like, seriously. Like, I could tell that it was clear that she hardly even cared to even be in this film, like, at all. Like, she didn't even look very excited to even be in this movie at all. Like, I could tell. I mean, now, I like her better as Hit Girl from the Kick-Ass films than Let Me In, and as Carrie White in the Carrie remake, and Wednesday Addams in the new Addams Family movie, but mostly because of the writing. I'm blaming the writing on this part, guys. Like, she just did not sound too excited to even be here at all. I mean, honestly, then again, guys, in short, if you guys don't want to waste $15 or $20 don't stream this movie at all. If you want to watch Tom and Jerry, again, just go and rewatch all those classic shorts, because those are actually awesome. Or if you really want to stream a movie, a new release film, like, just go stream Judas and Black Messiah, or Little Things, or heck, just go restream and rewatch Soul, or maybe go restream Wonder Woman 1984 again. Any one of those, just anything that is not this. Like, this film is so bad, I do not recommend you watch it. It was an utter waste of time. I regret even watching it. But then again, at least, the only thing I was glad about was at least I had a movie to review. What else did I think of? So yeah, my general rule, please stop with these Hanna Barbera movies. They need to stop. They're terrible, they suck. No, they're never good. They're clearly only just made for a quick buck, and I feel so sorry for those two, having their work ruined by such lazy directors. Like, seriously. Here's, like, many things. I did not like the Scooby-Doo films, especially Scoob. I did not like those three movies. I did not like Yogi Bear. I especially did not like the Smurfs, and yeah, and I also did not like Smurfs: The Lost Village. Or did not like this. So apparently, Warner Animation Group is basically becoming the next Sony Animation, before they did Into the Spider-Verse, of animated companies, with these Hanna-Barbera films they're doing. And apparently their next film is a Space Jam sequel, and I'm starting to now have doubts about that. I mean, I like Space Jam, but does that movie really need a sequel? Whatever, I'm just done this review. Please don't watch this movie. It stinks like rotten cheese. And here's how I would rank it. I'm going to give Tom and Jerry a 2 out of 10. So yeah, if I were Chris Stuckman, that would also be an F, because Chris Stuckman did actually also review this movie today, and he gave it an F. And if I were Jeremy Jahns, it'd be dog shit. If I were Cody Leach, it'd be a foot this movie. Yeah, I could picture him giving it to this. So yeah, 2 out of 10, all the way through. Save your money. Just go watch anything that's actually not this. Or just go watch the original shorts, cartoons. So yeah. But anyway, that'll be it for this video, guys. Thank y'all for watching. If you liked this and want to see more, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Movie Lover 120.